What's up, fam? Welcome back to Tommy Bites TV. How are y'all doing today? I hope that you're feeling blessed and highly favored and achieving all of the goals that you set forth for this week. And if not, don't beat yourself up about it, okay? I don't know why my sinuses have been bothering me. Have y'all been experiencing that? I don't know if it's all of the heat. Like today is supposed to be 100 degrees. We have not hit 100 degrees here since I've been here for 2 years. So that's insane. This story I have also is insane. So let's get right into it. After you hit the like button, comment down below what your goals are for the week, what you're trying to achieve. You know, are you planning to stock up more food? Are you doing work around the home? Whatever it is, let me know in the comments. So this story right here, y'all, I'm so glad that my phone is acting right because y'all know it was muffled in that last video. So I apologize again for that video. But for this video, I kind of already knew this was happening, but I didn't realize it was to this degree. When I lived in Columbia, South Carolina, this particular restaurant closed down. I love going to that restaurant because I love their yeast rolls. I love their fish dinners and stuff like that. And then once I got here to North Carolina, when I would drive to Lenore, North Carolina, I said, wait a minute, the restaurant is closed. It's not open. I haven't seen any cars over there. And sure enough, it is closed. And they have a sign on the door. And so what has happened with this restaurant is they've now closed all of their locations. All of them. And had a note on the door. So it says in this article I got from the U.S. Sun, beloved restaurant chain and Applebee's rival abruptly closes all locations in shock announcement after bankruptcy. Yep. Another company bites the dust, files for bankruptcy, closes up in overnight situations. I don't even know if everyone knew that this was going to happen. So it says the chief at Fats Cafe dramatically shut down more than a dozen restaurants across several states. Let me know in the comments, do y'all have a Fats Cafe? Because I don't know, I think this might be a South kind of restaurant. I'm not sure if they have those up north, but I mean, they did here in North Carolina. But let me know in the comments, did y'all have a Fats Cafe? And if they did, if you did you enjoy their food? I'm going to tell you, they messed up. And I knew from the moment they changed how they were going to cook and prepare their food to be more friendly, healthier, that it wasn't going to work. Because the fish that I used to love, the dinners, they changed them up. And it didn't even taste the same. And I think they lost a lot of people with that. And then here comes the pandemic right after that. So notes have been put on the doors of the establishments informing customers that they have to close and they are closing permanently. And that is reported by the Greenville Sun. So a manager of the Greenville, Tennessee restaurant told the outlet that bosses have filed for bankruptcy. Fats Cafe restaurant in Kingsville, Tennessee, around 100 miles from Knoxville and Lexington, South Carolina, have also closed down. Now, the one in Columbia, South Carolina has also closed down too, but they didn't mention that one in here. And that one had been closed for a while. It's now actually a Juicy Crab or something like that. So let's see what the note said. The note said, we are sorry to announce that after proudly serving this and many other communities for years, Fats Cafe will be closed permanently. All existing locations closed effective August 23rd, 2023. We thank you for your support throughout our business years. Also, the chain's restaurant in Shelby, North Carolina has also closed after more than 30 years in business. Its restaurant in Orangeburg, South Carolina has also closed after more than 25 years in business. The eatery was refurbished in 2012, and that's reported by the Times in Democrat. When you go to Fats website, they don't say anything about potential closures on that website. The restaurant chain in Applebees rival, had 18 eateries in total across North Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia, South Carolina, and Tennessee. So they had them spread out. That answered my question. Fats Cafe was founded in 1988, and it was known for its signature calabash chicken. That was good too. That was good too. But the taste of it changed. I don't know. They changed the grease up to some other kind of grease, because I asked them, why does this taste different? And you know, when you go messing with stuff that people love and that's what they know you for, that is the downfall of your company, especially if you don't make it better. You actually made it worse. So, and I'm not rejoicing in them closing, because people are losing their jobs. You know, you might have went to work, came home thinking you're going to go back to work, and next thing you know, you don't have a job. You don't have a way to take care of your family. Now you are responsible for figuring out on a dime how you're going to feed your family. So, you know, being a boss, I was listening to another lady's content, and she was talking about being a boss is not all that you think it is. And it's not, because I've been there. And to be responsible for not just the employees, you're responsible for their families, because they're depending on you. And now you're closing. So more than 1,000 employees work for the company. That's according to LinkedIn. But it's not the only chain that has closed restaurants. The U.S. Sun reported how in Old Charlie, I don't think I've been to that restaurant, Old Charlie's restaurant in Pearl, Mississippi, a suburb of Jackson, closed August 20th. So now this is hitting, you know, it's been hitting restaurants. Excuse me, I told y'all my allergies are bothering me. It's been hitting restaurants for a while too, but no one's really talking about it. Like I told you about the Burger King that was closing all of those locations, and the Popeyes that was closing a lot of locations. But we got what? Fats Cafe, we got Old Charlie's. Some of the Applebees even closed up. In Old Charlie's restaurant in Dayton, Ohio, and another in Kingsport, Tennessee have also closed down. The chain has seen at least 20 restaurants closed down since 2016, according to food outlet Mashed. And the president of Applebees has warned that the chain could lose dozens of restaurants this year. Now, since 2020, and at the beginning of 2020, you know, when things shut down and people, you know, a lot of people were struggling, even companies. No one is immune from the pandemic. So a lot of people were closing their doors. It just wasn't being covered on mainstream media. But again, if you want to be covered and you want to know what's going on, subscribe to Tommy Bites TV. I heard that she's, you know, pretty good at bringing you all these stories. Just saying. So now Applebees is saying again that they're going to be closing at least a dozen restaurants this year if things don't turn around. And y'all love me some wonton. Them wonton chicken tacos, I can't even say it. Those wonton chicken tacos be hitting, okay? But the thing with that is, now, like last night, I tried to order me some because I didn't really feel like eating, especially after dispatching 11 rabbits, okay? I don't like to eat after doing that, but I wanted some wonton chicken tacos. So I called, placed an order, and they said they didn't have it in. Well, the automated thing. So then I asked to speak to somebody. Then when the person got on, he said, well, yeah, we have it, but let me make sure we have all the ingredients. So a lot of restaurants are still struggling with ingredients. So they couldn't do the wonton chicken tacos because they didn't have coleslaw. So again, the shortages are out there. People think that they aren't. It's just, you know, this ingredient might be missing, that ingredient might be missing. So things that you might want to order or fix at your own home might not be, those things might not be available for you. I was on my way down here to, you know, talk to you guys, and I enjoy talking to y'all, and I hope you enjoy listening and talking back to me in the comments or to each other in the comments. So I was on my way down here, and I said, you know what? I can't even cook. I don't have any more grits in my pantry, my long-term pantry. You know, I usually get like the 3 big bags of grits from Sam's Club. And then I'm thinking about it. I've been looking for grits for a while. I've been buying the little containers and stuff from Walmart, but Sam's Club has not had grits in their stores in a while. Let me know if you eat grits, because not everybody eat grits and not everybody cook them the same, okay? But let me know. Have you noticed a shortage of grits when you go into Sam's Club? And if you haven't paid attention when you do go, come back and comment and let me know, did you find it or not? So it says back to the story. I don't know. I feel very talkative today. So in a company's earning call, he feared up to 35 establishments could shut shop. So that's a lot. 35, you know. I hope it ain't one near me, because it's only one. We only have one. Well, I'm not in that town, but I'm near that town. There's only one Applebees, okay? And they don't even have a Ruby Tuesdays. I have to go all the way to Lenore. If I wanted to go to Ruby Tuesdays and get this bourbon salmon, I'm going to have to learn how to cook that myself. I really am. So anyway, he attributed the closures to changing customer behaviors post-COVID and said some of the franchises were struggling to renew their leases on the premises. I think, yeah, it is some of that, but I think a lot of it also is because people are out and about and they're eating out. It's you. I think it's them. And he don't realize they change the formula. Okay, it's like changing a baby formula. You can't just change it, you know, like that. You're gonna have some backlash from that. So Applebee's restaurant in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, Queens, New York, Tallahassee, Florida, and Shawnee, Kansas, I hope I said that right, have closed in recent months. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. So that's it for this story. I have many more stories to bring to you guys. So please turn your notifications on if you have not. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please, 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 I'm begging like James Brown right now. Could y'all please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It is free 99. That helps push the videos. Lately, my videos have not been being pushed, and I try to bring y'all the best news you can use. Occasionally some news you may not be able to use, you know, but again, I appreciate those who hit the like button. I appreciate all of you for watching. I just appreciate you, period. Okay, I'm thankful for however many views I do get. I'm not unappreciative about it. I just want more people to know what's happening. So keep stocking up your homes, because honey, things are not looking good. And don't think you're safe, even if you have a job with a big company. Those companies too could face bankruptcy, closures. It doesn't matter. Look at the pharmacies that's closing. Look at the banks that's closing. I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you, but God truly loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. And when you are, go out and spread God's love, because God is love, and that is what he would want you to do. And so do I. Smooches.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
You say take me on a treasure hunt.
I want to thank each of you personally for signing up and joining the membership. If you would like to join, click the button on the home screen.
Oh, I wish it was me.